Launches are great, by the way. Launches are awesome. No matter what any of the gurus out there, I'm not going to mention names, say it, launches are great. Launches are an amazing PR event, okay? Everyone does launches. Movie companies would cease to exist if they didn't have the ability to launch every film. Video game companies, you know, McDonald's recently made it so that breakfast was all day long. They launched that. I saw it. I saw them go through the launch sequence. So launches are awesome. They create a massive event. I actually teach something called event-based marketing, which is how to take normal promotion and create an event out of it. If you're on my list, you've all seen me do it. Okay, you've all seen. I create an event out of everything. All right, we have, you know, inbox blueprint promotion going on. It's called the Income Workshop. You know, we have upcoming soon. We have the Penny Click Workshop. You know, where we're going to be endorsing Fred's program. So they're awesome, but they are not businesses, and they won't scale. They just won't scale. You can't scale a launch-based business. You can create some great income from it, but you cannot scale it. It will eventually implode. It's a purely matter of time. Relationships go away, mistakes are made. We used to run a business, you know, last year's a great example. 2 launches, we're used to doing multi-million dollar launches, so we set up our team infrastructure, cost structures, everything based on the projected revenue. That's a death to a company. Okay, when you're building a business, you find yourself making decisions based on projections, run. That is the worst thing you can ever do. And we did a first launch was huge, and the second launch wasn't nearly as big because, again, right, we're getting very specific and niched in our topic. That's going to be painful for a little while until we go and build our tribe and build our followers. And so it was hurtful. It threw all of our projections off and made it so that some of our expenses were through the roof and really cut profit margins by a lot. So now what we're really focusing on, yes, you have your launches or great PR events, but around that you have to continue to drive a lot of revenue. Most of everything that we teach you guys now is all, that's why we talk so much about investment traffic, media buying, Facebook, all, because that's how you build a business. You want to build income, go do launches. You want to build a business, you got to learn how to acquire traffic. Does it help at least to see and hear like, oh my God, I'm not alone in this? Like everybody is having, so the whole thing is we work alone in our homes. We're entrepreneurs and we're solo entrepreneurs. We don't have people to talk to, and yeah, forums and communities and webinars are great to a degree, but you're still alone. So sometimes we really convince ourselves that it's not for us because God, everybody else seems to be doing great except for me, you know? And then you come into this room and you realize, that ain't the case. And even the people that are doing great went through the same stuff you guys are going through. I mean, Fred would have said the exact same thing. That's why he didn't do it for 2 years. You know, he didn't want to do it for 2 years because he had he was very busy, but at the same time, he was like, I don't know all this stuff. I don't have time to learn it. And what if it doesn't work? And it'll waste my time, waste my team's time, right? But you went through the same hurdles. So yeah, thank you for sharing. You sell subconscious versus conscious, versus conscious. Scientists, engineers, are the 2 only types of people you're selling to where that kind of does the ratio 90-10, 90 subconscious, 10 conscious, doesn't work. They're too analytical, too logical. They want to know the math, the data, they want to see facts, and they actually work with it. Their conscious mind is incredibly overpowering. It doesn't let the subconscious speak. And so my dad's an engineer. He's a nuclear mechanical engineer, works for the Nuclear Regulatory Commission and runs 2 nuclear power plants. The guy is smarter than I ever will be. And him and I have some of the most interesting conversations. We're opposites, you know. My wife says now, though, the more as I'm getting older, I'm starting to display a lot of his traits. But from a perspective of selling, I've actually learned a lot by watching him and him make his buying decisions too, so that I can bring my marketing down to a level where I'm not completely alienating an entire segment of the population.